How's it going, guys? Hope you all are doing great. This is Vlog coming to you live, and welcome back on another episode on Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2, Episode 23, Number 82. Now, towards the ending of the previous episode, Anna has been released from her slumber due to Aiden releasing the hardening. Now that Anna is back in the game, we're going to see what her character is going to be all about when she learns everything that has been going on since she's been in slumber. So, without further ado, let's check out the next episode and see what took place. Hmm. As you can see with Aiden's action, with his actions, people didn't like what he did, and few people didn't mind it because in order to get, oh, yep, Anna, yep, follow the wet steps, the wet footsteps. Is she gonna transform? Will Anna transform? Hmm. That killer instincts, she never lost it after all these years. She never lost that killer instincts of hers. Sweet. Oh, if she makes a move, she will turn into a turn. Yeah, if Annie transforms, it's going to be a bad news Barrett. Because Aiden doesn't have control over her. Oh man, rumbling, rumbling. Hmm. Coming for you. As you can see with Eren's action, some of these people said because of his action they lost their loved ones. Eren killed them. Some of them are saying, well, if he didn't do what he did, they would have been killed anyway. The reason why some of them are still alive is because of what Eren did. In order to achieve a great victory, there must be a great sacrifice, you know? And they are now rallying up for Aiden. I mean, I don't blame them really. You know, I really don't blame. Like, it's such a situation where you just see what is happening, and you know what the other side did and what the other side are doing. Like, you kind of accept the fate. Like, you kind of be like, you know what, it is what it is. But I don't see Aiden as a villain. Sunset. Wow. For 4 years. Oh, she heard Aiden's voice as well. I, I guess that's the reason why she didn't transform. Because she heard Aiden's voice and she saw what Aiden is doing, how much he has summoned all these huge colossal titans. This is the same thing Gabby said on the previous episode. A real father. Man, look at these colossal titan marching with purpose. Hundreds or even thousands of them. Yeah, those guards are not subject of Ymir's. They didn't see nor hear that voice from Eren. Mm, man, so many things going on. What do you guys think of what he just said? That he shouldn't have been the one to be brought back. That he should have been Commander Ewan. What do you guys think of that? Would they have altered some of the decisions Aiden made? Would they have changed anything if Eowyn was the one to be brought back instead of Amin? Hmm. Look at you guys know how long it's been, and these titans are still marching. Those colossal titans are still marching. Look at how many there are. Mm. Damn, he's not playing. Oh, he's thanking Connie for saving him, not knowing what Connie is about to do to him. Man. Oh, it's not over yet. Levi. Hey. Preview. Hmm. Yoji. Now, there you have it, guys. Another interesting episode on Attack on freaking Titan, season 4, part 2, the final arc. Um, Let me just say that everything that is happening, it's almost like, you know, 3 whole season we saw what the Marlins did to the Paradise Island nation, and now seeing the Paradise Island nation returning the favor, it is, somehow you feel like, man, is it really worth it? And I know what I'm going to say. Some people might agree, some may not agree with it, but I'm going to say it anyway. We can agree to disagree. Um, the nation that came to the Paradise Island people to help them fight the Marylands, they came to Paradise Island people because they couldn't take on the Maryland all by themselves. So they needed the only nation that still stood their ground, that are still fighting, that are still surviving the Marylands from their tyranny. So now that Eren has unlocked and unleashed the Rumbling, marching his armies with purpose. You can see this is the second episode, and you can still see those armies that are still leaving the Paradise Island people towards Maryland. They still, like, you can see as many of them as they are, like, their numbers. Now the people that came yelling, or Yelena people that came to the Paradise Island people to help them collaborate together to stop the Maryland. Now that Aiden has decided that, except the Paradise Island where he was born and raised, where he will protect every other nation will suffer his revenge, his wrath, right? Now, for yelling people that are not happy what Aiden said, because now they found out that their country is also in jeopardy. They have every right to feel the way they feel against Aiden. Why is he destroying the whole world? Why is he also including their nation, right? Against, why is he including their nation as well while destroying the Marylands? Well, this is probably what Aiden has imagined. Aiden figured out that um, since the other nations that the Marylands have decimated and subjugated to their will, taking their resources, combining it together to fight the Paradise Island people, are also in cahoots with the Marylands. Okay? Now, one can say, okay, the Marylands attacking the Paradise Island people, stopping the LDR, stopping Ymir from, continuously building her armies, the subjects of Ymir and stuff like that, that somehow, somewhere, the Marylands were justified on what they did in the beginning of the first episode of season one. Well, what about the other neighboring nations that didn't do anything to the Marylands? It was only on the fourth season, episode one or episode two, that we got to see a piece of their decimation on the other neighboring nations around them. The other neighboring nations didn't do anything to the Marylands. They didn't do anything to the Marylands. Yet, they got decimated just like Paradise Island people got decimated. Now, what name would they call the other nations that they decimated many years while, because there's a reason why we didn't see Zeke on the first season. There's a reason why we didn't see the Kurt Titan on the first and second season, I think, because they were busy helping the Marylands decimating other nations. Now, what those other nations did to them, I don't know. They were not part of subject of Ymir. They didn't have titans to defend themselves. They didn't have any, the only thing they had was weapons. Ordinary weapons, missiles, guns, which against a huge titan will be that will be nothing. It will be mudada. It's useless against a huge titan. So, again, we can agree to disagree who the bad guys truly are here. And because, again, like I said, the other nations that the Marleys were decimating for 4 years or however long it was, those nations didn't do anything to them. They were decimating, subjugating them, taking their resources, building their own nations, using what they got from their resources to fight the Paradise Island people. Now, Aiden finally getting grabs of things and having a way to turn the table around, decided, you know what, those other neighboring nations around the Marylands are also guilty. I mean, is he right by saying that? To some degree, I think he does. I think so. To some degree. He's right. By destroying people that are now all over, destroying the whole world. I don't agree with that, because again, there are still innocent nations that I think the Maryland haven't conquered yet and subjugated yet. But I think at this point, Aiden no longer cares really, because he believes that they've fought so much by themselves with no help, with no rescue from anyone, due to the fact that the Marylands have taken over everything. So in order to make sure that his people never go through that again, he has decided to off everybody, except the Paradise Island people, of course. And the Paradise Island people, due to what he did, he killed some of their people by unhardening the rum and by releasing the rumbling. And some of those people that were killed had their families wondering, What Aiden just did is brutal. It doesn't make sense. It's scary. But some people that doesn't want to be emotional, they're not being emotional on what happened. They can see the future of what Aiden just did. Believe okay, what he did was right. In order to get a great to achieve a great victory, sacrifice must be made. That if it wasn't for what Aiden did, they would have been killed by the Marylands, which was totally true, which is true. If it wasn't for what Aiden did, the fight would have continued on and on and on and on and on and on before um, the Marylands killed off all of them, or before Zeke's Titan get to them. Because with Zeke Titan, only Zeke had control over it, and somehow, some way, Zeke's Titan were kind of attacking everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Maryland's or or whether you're Paradise Island a citizen. They were kind of just attacking almost everybody. So if it wasn't for what Aiden did, it kind of helped a bit. But we can agree to disagree. I'm going to digress it here. On that note, stay safe, keep on keeping on.